Hello everyone and welcome to Blaugrana Everything, and welcome back to the channel and to another match review as we take a look at Barcelona's 2-2 draw away at Osasuna. It was once again a case of defense versus offense, as our defenders did their best to match the output of our forwards by conceding as many goals as we scored. Very nice of them. Obviously there's a lot that could have gone differently, and we will address some of that, but I'll just say that ultimately what let Barcelona down was our inability to control the football match. Anywho, it's a match review, so as per usual, we will talk about the tactical setup for both teams, then get into the team performance before talking negatives and positives, and finally picking a man of the match. And just real quickly before I get into all of that, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, and if you're not, and you're watching this, you're enjoying the video, then hit like. It really helps with the algorithm, guys. Really helps. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the tactical setup from the two teams. Osasuna set up in a 4-1-4-1 formation with the following players. In goal, Sergio Herrera, a back four of Nacho Vidal, Unai Garcia, David Garcia, and Juan Cruz. Yeah, you notice there are quite a few Garcias in this team, yeah? In midfield, they had Lucas Toro, Kike Baja, Ruben Garcia, John Moncayola, Manuel Sanchez, and up front, Kike Garcia. Barcelona, on the other hand, set up in something that looked like a 3-3-3-1 formation. Yeah, like Xavi really went bonkers with the experiments here. They had Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goals, a back three of Samuel Umtiti, Gerard Piqué, Ronald Araujo, a midfield three of Nico Gonzalez, Sergio Busquets, and Gavi, with Abde, Frankie de Jong, and Ousmane Dembele ahead of them, and Luke de Jong up front. Let's now briefly talk about the team performance. The performance on the day by Barcelona was like watching two teams in one, in that we had a team of attackers on the pitch and also a team of defenders on the pitch. Now, I'm going to personally put this one down to Xavi Hernandez's Marcelo Bielsa-esque tactics in this match. I mean, like, he was a bit too experimental, if you ask me, with the shape here, and he didn't really make the best use of Frankie de Jong. I think that's something that's going to be a big problem for him. And also, it didn't make the most of Sergio Busquets, his ability to control a match. He didn't really get to do much controlling in this game because there were just not enough bodies around him for whom, he could bounce the ball off of and, just do the usual Busquets things. But anyway, we scored first in this game. It was a goal that came about as just a brilliant pass coming from Gavi. Gavi, of course, playing the ball into Nico. And Nico, well, his first touch was just like filthy, and he finished beyond the goalkeeper easily. And just when you stopped and thought, you know what, Barcelona onto something, well, gave away a cheap free kick given away by Gavi. I should admit, it was I didn't think it was a free kick, of course, when it did happen, but his hand was raised, he hit the guy in the face. Free kick. And just like that, Osasuna had an equaliser less than 2 minutes after Barcelona scored. The game was then, I would say, in flux because, like I said, Barcelona didn't really control this game. They never felt at any moment like, what, they're in control of everything that's happening here. They're on top of things. And it just kept on flowing back and forth until in the second half, from an Osasuna set piece, funny enough, Barcelona were able to break down the other end, and Ousmane Dembele just, skinned his man's face, cut the ball back into the box, deflected into the path of Abde, and the youngster scored his first ever Barcelona goal. Fun fact, he's now the third consecutive Barcelona youngster to score in this stadium. Like, ever since Osasuna moved into this new stadium, Ansu Fati, christened the stadium with a goal. Oddly enough, that match ended 2-2 as well. Then the next season was Iash Moriba, who scored a 2-0 win. And this season, Abde scored in a 2-2 draw. Barcelona then tried rather unsuccessfully to control the match and to defend the lead. But no, once again, we lacked control, especially in that midfield. And as a result, we gave up another stupid goal. There's a lot of blame being thrown at Coutinho here because it was his clearance. that went into the path of Chimi Avia. But personally for me, it all started with Gerard Piqué. He took a knock. He shouldn't have been taking a free kick. He took a free kick. It was a bad free kick. That free kick then led to a free kick for Osasuna. And from that free kick Osasuna got a corner, and that corner eventually led to the equaliser. So yeah, 2-2 is how the match ended. Let's now talk about my negatives and positives. My negatives, first and foremost, is not too different from some of the stuff I complained about after the Bayern defeat, because once again we gave away 2 very cheap goals. The first goal was cheap for 2 reasons, maybe even 3 reasons in particular. First of all, like I pointed out, Gavi gave away a silly free kick, but even after that, the defending, there was nobody, absolutely nobody marking Unai Garcia. He had an open header, and after he heads it, Marc-Andre ter Stegen just like, I don't know what he was doing. And of course, like I said, the other cheap goal as well from Chimi Avia as well just came about because of some laxness in defending, some, just players who should have been subbed off, really staying on a bit too long. Gerard Piqué should not have played 90 minutes here. But yeah, that's my first negative. My second negative, I had to really just put this as a whole negative. It's a player in particular. I don't generally like doing this. You know me if you've seen all my videos here. I generally do not go after players, but in this case, I think Marc-Andre ter Stegen has to take his sit back and warm the bench for a little bit here. He was at fault, I thought, for the first goal. The second goal, I don't really blame him for that one. It came through a sea of legs. Saw it pretty late, and it had a lot of power on it. So that one I could probably excuse him for. But the first one though, I mean, if that's Thibaut Courtois, if that's Jan Oblak, if that's Alisson, if that's Ederson, any of those guys are probably going to save that, maybe tip it around for a corner kick. But Marc-Andre ter Stegen, he just looked so heavy, and I don't know. This is the 3rd consecutive match where I feel he has been dodgy, or he has done something that either led directly to a goal or could have cost Barcelona very dearly. Against Betis we saw it, against Bayern we saw it, and we're seeing it here again. And I'm thinking maybe he just needs some time out, he needs to be on the bench, he needs to get his game face back, This guy used to pull off some ridiculous saves that would win us points. Right now, I don't know the last time that he won us points on a regular basis. And so on this one, yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, I'm sorry my guy, but you are a whole negative. Alright, done with the negatives now. I'm going to move on to my one and only positive from this match. And if you've been a long time subscriber here, you probably know what it is. It's the youngsters. I have so much time on Blaugrana Everything videos for Barcelona youngsters. And today I thought Gavi, Abde, and Nico Gonzalez, they were just, that was like a chef's kiss. They were pretty good. They did not deserve to not win this match, but when you play with other players who are holding you back, that's what happens. But otherwise here, Gavi, Nico in particular, I liked all the energy that they brought. I liked all the hard work coming in from them. We didn't get to see too much of Nico in this game, and as well Frankie de Jong, I should probably add by extension, because they were left doing a lot of chasing, because Busquets just didn't have enough cover around him in order to conduct the orchestra in midfield. But you know what? Enough of all that stuff. That's a Xavi thing. Xavi, when I need to sit down and talk, bro, because the way you set this team up, you can't be doing this. You need to pick a consistent backline to start with. But you know what? This is about the youngsters. And Abde as well opened his goal scoring account today, and he ate those guys up today. There was that one moment in the first half where he was just dribbling around the Osasuna defenders for fun. I wish he could have picked the pass, to be honest. But that shows the confidence he has. We need that. And as he continues to play more, he'll obviously learn more. Finally, I will give you my man of the match. And it was one of the youngsters. It was my boy Gavi. I think I've always wondered what a man of the match performance from Gavi would look like, and I think he answered that question today. He was on it today. He was on the money. His passing was on point. I'm looking at his stats here, and he's at 89% pass accuracy. He had 2 key passes, and he created 1 big chance. All round, just amazing. And I mean, he even won 4 out of 6 aerial duels. This kid was up for it. and I enjoyed watching him. And yeah, you could probably have somebody else's run of the match, I understand, but for me, it's none other than Pablo Gavira. That's all she wrote for this one, folks. Ultimately, more points dropped on the road, but the upside is we actually saw the team score goals after blanking in the last two matches that we have played. But to be honest, right now, Barcelona really look like a team that deserves to be where they are on the table, which is in 8th, because they continue to struggle to control matches when they have taken the lead. Anywho, what were your thoughts on the game? Who was your man of the match? Tell me in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, and Forza Barca.